All right, so we have somebody who's going to join us this afternoon, and it's actually going to be a pretty fun interview. We have one of my good friends who's actually pretty much my neighbor, Steph. So we're going to interview her about, her like fashion and that kind of stuff. She's always been very stylish as far as like when we're shooting and that kind of stuff. So I think it'll be a pretty good interview and an interesting interview. So let's go ahead and text her. Questions.
Oh, you have it all.
I got 21 questions. That's right.
It's like Vogue, except is it 21 questions on Vogue?
21,
I don't know.
21 questions, I think. I don't know. So this is my friend Steph. She's also / my neighbor. Almost. We're gonna ask you 21 questions today. We're gonna go through them real quick. That's right. How many times have we shot? Shot several times.
Yeah,
right?
Several times.
Quite a few times.
Not that I remember them, but I can't think about how many actual times.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. We've shot a lot, and every single one of those, you've been very fashionable in each one of them. Like you've knocked out your outfits, and you're the most fashionable person that I know.
Well, thank you.
So, how do you find inspirations for your personal outfits?
I knew this one was going to be asked. A lot of times I get asked who's my idol in fashion, and I don't have one idol. It's kind of, it sounds very millennial of me to say, but Instagram, I see Instagram and I like what people wear. I'm like, oh, I like that, and then I just kind of combine it all into whatever I like. So pretty much like you build your own style, which is good. Yeah, that's a good thing. How would you describe like your personal style? Like how would you describe it? If you could put it into words. I don't have one personal, like one specific style, but I think my favorite is a mixture of modern and classic styles. I can see that. So like modern / classic is a leather jacket. That's very modern, but at the same time it's classic and never goes out of style. No, of course not. Leather jacket's that's why I wore this. It's also easy to just throw on and suddenly you look fashionable. That's your thing? Yeah. Okay. Like how old were you when you kind of like first got an idea, hey, this is like, kind of want to be more fashionable or develop your own style, like I think what's your age range when you started giving a fuck? Well, I always liked fashion. Especially, I remember my cousin would be wearing a dress, and I was like 3 years old, and I'm like, oh, she's wearing a dress? I want to wear a dress, but I want to wear a red one, not a pink one. Yeah. So I always kind of cared, and then in elementary school and middle school, for some reason, I stopped caring, but like while I was in school, I was like, oh, people are going to think I'm weird if I'm dressing up in a certain way, so I wore sweatpants the whole entire time. Yeah. And then high school, like freshman year, I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wear whatever the fuck I want. And everyone was like, oh my god, it's so cool. Some people hated it. Somebody thought I was trying too hard, but I was just kind of I think at that age, like high school age, is like that's when everybody's kind of like developing their own sense of self. It's also a difficult time because not everyone will understand it. But how old are you now? 21. Yeah, we met when you were what, 19? I think so. Yeah. I think I just had moved to New York and been living for like a year. Where are you originally from? Well, I'm originally from Queens, Ridgewood. You in Manhattan. but then I moved to Pennsylvania and lived there for 12 years. And that area is why I was like so like low key about my fashion. It's to the point that people didn't even know what a Zara was. True. And now it's like Zara. It's like everybody knows. Yeah. Everyone knew H&M there, but not Zara. So it was kind of very low key. So like, we're gonna ask you like some fashion stuff. Like, are you in tune with like what's trending, that kind of stuff? I am in tune what's trending, so I attend New York Fashion Week. But at the same time, how was that? Did you go to the recent one? Like I didn't go to the recent one. Past couple of weeks? No. For some reason, I always miss the February one. I went last year. Not a lot of hype during the winter time. It's just always cold, and I don't want to wait in line outside. Yeah. But yeah, I do keep up with the trends, but at the same time, I don't want to keep up too much because then I'm too focused into what's trending rather than what I actually like. I'm guessing you have a lot of outfits. Be honest.
I mix and match more, and I do have a lot of clothes that I feel like I need to get rid of, though. Just because a lot of the clothes are from high school, and I'm so over it. It's like that awkward time when you're 21 where you like want to get new clothes, but you're at the same time too broke to get new clothes. To do anything. So you're kind of
up until like
matching.
through college too, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. What do you wear the most aside from like leather jackets or leather?
I invest in jackets. Shoes, I have an obsession with shoes. Like,
that's
I'm wearing the ugliest shoes possible right now, so that doesn't count. But like,
you didn't have to say it. It doesn't show.
I mean, you could be great at fashion, but still wear ugly stuff. It's
That's
acceptable. Funny. But shoes, I like bags, although I'm very picky. It's all about the accessories. You could be wearing a basic white t-shirt and jean, and if you style it right, you look like $1 million. That's
true. Just like style it around, just like it's all about accessorizing and putting together the right accessories for your outfit. I know this, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Like, do you shop for clothes a lot? Like, how often?
I browse a lot.
Window shop a lot?
I browse online a lot. I always add like fake shopping carts. Yep. I'm like, oh yes, I'll buy this, and then I look at my bank account. I'm like, maybe that's not a good idea.
Take that out. That's great. That's like, because that's a new age.
Yeah.
Rather than,
it's cheaper too as a broke kid. Even though I do not support fast fashion, I'm broke, so I kind of have no choice.
You're getting there. You're getting
there.
Pretty soon. How do you pick your everyday outfit?
Well, my everyday usually consists of school and work, and honestly, I don't really try during the winter. I just kind of wear whatever, and I promise myself every year that I'll invest in like a winter wardrobe that looks decent, but I just show up to class like in leggings and a big coat and a big scarf.
Are you one of those kind of like, I'm just kind of but in fact you're kind of like killing it?
No, I actually look terrible. My friends are like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm in class right now. I'm not okay.
Oh, you're funny.
Winter is not my season.
I don't think because you know what, I'm so over this winter. Like, it's weird for some reason this year.
I'd rather be like warm than like look good.
Fashion over comfort?
It depends on the event and situation.
Yeah.
If I'm going to an event, I'll wear heels and they're gonna kill me, and I'm gonna wear it the whole time and pretend like they don't hurt. But then if I'm going to class or even to work, I don't.
Comfort.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
And plus, where I'm working right now, I don't like what I'm doing. So I feel like if I would be working somewhere where I would like what I'm doing, I'd put a little more effort.
That's true. Now, you mentioned shoes. How many pairs do you have?
Well, in heels, I feel like I brought it down to 80 pairs.
You brought it down to 80 pairs?
In heels.
You brought it down from what?
So, like, I had like 115 or something.
Okay.
And don't ask me how they all fit in a New York City studio apartment, because I don't know how that's scientifically possible.
That's funny. You have like bins
I just have like,
keep them neat.
I have like 2 large DIY boxes that I made to slide under my bed, and then some in my dresser, some in my closet. Like, it's like not a good organization thing.
So do you build your outfit first and then shoes, or?
Yes, but sometimes if I buy a shoe, I'll really like that shoe and I will want to wear it, so I design it based on that shoe.
Do you build it around your outfit or your mood?
I think I dress myself depending on my mood.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like that's a lot of people as well.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just kind of like, well, me, I'm too old to be, to be worried about fashion. So it's like,
always like fashion.
Which is actually another question. Is fashion age restrictive?
No.
Like restricted?
I think I get my fashion like interest from my grandmothers. Like, they are always like caring about their fashion.
Yeah.
And they have always cared about their fashion.
I can see that. So what would be the first thing that you would notice about somebody's outfit? Let's face it, we all judge sometimes.
We all do. Obviously, you first notice the label. If it's like a big Chanel thing, you're obviously gonna notice it. Yeah. It's kind of like
Chanel has like this
we've
big
been trained to see Gucci and Chanel, so I feel like you'll notice that, and then you'll notice like how it was put together, and then unless it's like really obvious the material of it, And I also do notice your shoes.
Shoes.
I don't know if that's just like a personal thing or like,
No, I think everybody, like, that's the first thing that somebody notices on somebody is like what
yeah,
they're
especially
wearing on their feet.
now with like the sneaker hype.
Yeah.
It's like, what are those?
What advice would you give somebody like me, who want to improve more like their fashion sense and like what they're wearing every day? Like, what's the first thing you would tell them?
Just follow Instagram accounts you like, and eventually after seeing it like every single day, because we're always scrolling, you're gonna like go to a store and then like notice those things. Oh, I liked it on that person, and then I like those pants on that person, so let me try it on. And also try things that you're not comfortable with, because I found a lot of things that I actually like swapped styles with my friends, and I dressed them, they dressed me, and I'm like, ew, I would never wear that, and then I end up really liking it.
Yeah. So basically, looking at what's trending and then just picking out the ones like kind of like suits you, right?
Yeah.
So you mentioned brands and labels. Like, what's your go-to brand? Like, what's your whose catalog do you usually always have or browse through?
I really don't have a specific one. Very difficult to pinpoint. I used to...
top 3.
Oh.
Or did I just make the question harder?
I like to shop for dress categories and Poly or House of CB and whatever. And then for regular clothes, like jeans, actually for women, is Fashion Nova because they're comfortable. And then I don't know, I just kind of, I can hate that store, but if I find something I like, I'll just buy it.
So it's more like, this question is more kind of like photography related or TFP related. How many outfits do you think a model should bring during a TFP shoot?
I usually bring 4 or 5, and I end up not wearing one of them sometimes, but it's better to have more than less.
Right.
And it also depends how fast the photographer works. Once you work with them for once or twice, you kind of kind of get how, because some photographers take a million years on one outfit, and then others take 2 seconds.
I can't stand just shooting the same outfit.
Yeah, so it all depends.
Sometimes I get a little irked too, you only brought one outfit.
There's only so many shots you could do with one outfit.
Yeah. Final question. How's this year's looking for fashion? What's your forecast? It's a serious question. Things just got serious.
Things just got serious. I haven't been looking on the official forecasts. I definitely feel like cutouts is very big.
Yeah.
Especially this summer, there's gonna be shorts that have cutouts on the sides. So in places that normally wouldn't be there.
So
choker necklaces, I feel are going out. That just, thank God.
Yeah. That's 5 years ago.
Yeah. Also 90s.
When are we shooting next?
Where?
Yeah, when are we shooting next? When it's warmer, but yeah.
Yeah, when it's warmer. I get a lot of photographers around this year, at this time of year. Even you've asked me, outside. I'm outside?
Yeah.
Do you want my boogers to be, dripping in the I did that once last year at the Metropolitan, and I had, boogers coming down. It was not cute.
Jeez.
So in the springtime, the fall, just when it's warm, or if it's in the winter in the studio.
In studio, last time, last year, right off, I think February or April or something like that, wintertime, we shot in studio.
I definitely want to do editorial type, so outside the box.
Yeah, our studio shots came out dope.
Yeah.
And that was when I was kind of still about studio. They came out good.
Yeah,
you'll see here.
The hair whip one.
Hair whip. That's cool. Yeah. They came out very, very nice, almost catalog on billboard-ish.
I want to do I don't know, I have this really long gown that I would like to, and do some cool hair and make it look like Vogue.
Yeah, why not?
Just outside the box, crazy hair, I don't know. I actually will need to do photo shoots soon for a bridal, because
so tell me about that. Let's talk about that.
I'm opening a bridal, well, not just me, I don't want to take credit for it, but me and my 2 other friends, George and Cassandra, are opening up a bridal salon. It's not hair and makeup, it's a shop. A lot of people ask me oh, salon means hair and makeup. No, it's to shop. So we're opening that in Manhasset, and we're gonna have wedding gowns, obviously, evening wear, flower girl, and we also want to have the one-stop shop feel. So we're gonna partner up with photographers, makeup artists, hair people, event planning. So we're starting off as event planning so we can raise some money for the actual company, because we still do need investors for inventory and like the first 3 months lease. So hopefully that will be done. And I actually have the business card.
Look at this.
I thought it would be like luminous.
Yeah. And then we'll set a link right here. Cool. Started
the Instagram, got the domain.
I'm keeping these?
Yeah,
cool.
Keep that.
All right.
So we're gonna need
so when is this like official?
I personally think it's more realistic in like after summer, because I'm away for summer and it would be hard for me to work on a business overseas. So it all just depends. But right now, again, we're offering event planning services.
That's true, because you always travel for summer, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Last time you were in the desert place.
Israel.
Okay.
I went to Israel, Austria, Romania.
Yeah. Like a whole desert tour.
That was so cool, all the camel. This whole video took a spin. We're talking about camels and we started off about fashion.
No, but you know what? It's part of it. I'm actually thinking about doing the same thing, like opening up a studio by the summertime. Like something nothing crazy as, this, but like something small. Yeah. I'll be down for that.
In what location?
Anywhere really. Just I need a studio. Yeah, because I'm getting more and more clients, right? So and studio costs money. It costs a lot of money. Believe it or not, photography is freaking expensive.
Oh, I know. I want to really do a cool yacht video in the summer.
Let's do it.
I need a yacht though, so
need a yacht.
Anybody got a yacht?
That's great. All right, cool. So it's been very, fun interviewing you and talking about fashion and
camels.
And burgers, I guess.
And burgers. Hey, it happens.
That's great. No, we'll shoot.
All right.
Yeah? Cool.
Yep. Cool.